how do we keep ourselves from melting down, and how do we keep others from melting down? And you started with some of the solutions, some of the suggestions you've made are already an answer to that question, right? Help people help you. Put them in charge of something specific. Let them know what to expect. Let them know how to participate, and give them a chance to slot themselves in. Do you have any others?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot for myself. being self-aware, and being mindful of that each year. Not only are we different, but the needs of our people that are with us are different. So, if you have really little people at your Seder, thank God, you're not going to necessarily be able to have that intellectual discourse that maybe you've always loved and treasured. So I often think about how every stage of life has something wonderful about it, and looking for the joy, looking for those pieces that will give you energy, and not getting stuck on, it has to be this or this, having the opportunity to engage in multiple windows and possibilities, but give yourself permission to have surprising sacred moments that you drink in mindfully, is always a gift. And it's hard because we're always thinking, what's next? What do I have to be prepared for, right? And to give myself permission, I kind of that's why the Seder is long, because I have a while till I have to serve anything else, and being mindful of, okay, what's going on at the table, and just look at the presence of these people, and even that dayenu, right? That's enough. I think that's important. And also being careful to articulate to the people around you, what you need, and asking what they need in advance if you can.
I think that if I take one thing from this conversation, it's that piece about knowing yourself, and therefore being able to articulate what you need and how people can connect to you. And
right.
It's not just about helping me with the physical preparation. Right. It's really about connecting and being part of this together.
Yeah. Like you said, if you're a person visiting someone else's Seder for the first time, there are certain things that make the Seder for you. And without that, it doesn't feel like the Seder. But you can't assume that everyone else knows that.
Right. It goes both ways. Absolutely.
Right. Sometimes we don't know till it's not there. But yeah.
Right. Fair. Okay, last question. And that is, what is the best hiding place you've ever thought of or seen or imagined for the Afikomen?
Okay, so I have to say, I'm going to define best by most nostalgic. So, I'll mention too, when I was a really little kid, my grandfather, may he rest in peace, hid the Afikomen right on the coffee table, and we all missed it. It was right there, literally just sitting there. But my favorite hiding place is every year my dad hides it in the same place, right behind his tie, so that we can get it.
Literally on his shirt?
Right in between his shirt and his tie, just sitting there, just
amazing.
Every year.
I love it.
It's really special. And, these are part of the rituals that we look forward to, that we celebrate. We know it's Passover because, it's behind the tie.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. This was such a joy, such a pleasure to speak to you. And I want to wish you Chag Kasher V'Sameach. It should be so beautiful and uplifting. And I'll meet you in Israel. Mashiach comes with my bag. I'm packing.
Amen. Amen. You've got me thinking about what I would prepare. And
we have a family meeting place. We've already picked it. We're meeting at Aroma in Mamilla if anyone wants to come.
Yes, my parents always used to say, my father used to say, next year in Jerusalem at the plaza.
But you have to know, just know where you're meeting, because it's going to be a lot of people.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Chag Kasher V'Sameach.
Amen. See you too.
Thank you.